Welcome back, everyone. Two moms with incredible stories are here today to talk about their local nonprofit called BEST, which is short for Blind Early Services Tennessee.
That's right. Please welcome Allison and Stacy. Now, for those who don't know, I know this has all stemmed out of a personal story. Talk about how you guys met.
Yeah, so Stacy and I both have little boys who were born blind. My son Finn is now 5 years old, and Stacy's son Nathaniel is 6. And when they were born, we enrolled in our state's early intervention system, TEIS, which is wonderful. But we quickly realized that there was a void, that there was no vision-specific early intervention providers. And that's really what our boys needed. And so through a shared provider who introduced us to each other, we kind of combined forces and decided to create a nonprofit that would fill that void. So we do early intervention, but it is specific with a mission for children who are born with a vision impairment or who may have a vision impairment between the ages of 0 and 5.
This started with the two of you. How many families are you now working with?
156 as of
That's
today.
amazing. That is
across
amazing.
the state. Yeah.
Really, really wonderful work. Now, why is early intervention so incredibly vital?
So vision, up to 90% of what we learn is through just looking around, through our incidental looking. And then up to 90% of our brain development is in the first 5 years of life. So if you take out that component of the visual sense, you're thinking, how do these children learn without that 90% working properly? So it's crucial. It is so vital. And what we do as teachers of the visually impaired, which is what I am, is to bring access to learning to those children in a different way. So it doesn't mean, what I really want to get across is blind children can learn the same things as their sighted peers. They can do the same things as their sighted peers, but it has to be done and brought to them in a different way. So it's all about access.
Absolutely. And I want to drive that home. 90% of learning is done through vision, and that 90% of the brain, that development happens by the age of 5.
Yes.
So you, as you touched on, you teach lessons for the visually impaired. How do the lessons work?
So in early intervention, it's a little different than what you would see in a school-based setting or a classroom. So really what's most important at this age and stage is working with the parents and the caregivers. So when I go into a home, I'm training those parents. I use a lot of these tools here that you'll see. This is called a little room, and it's a sensory space that children can go into and explore with their other senses.
Oh, we're looking at it right there now.
There you go.
That's really neat. So what can kids do in here?
So if a child has some vision, we're going to use this to block out all the external distractions and really draw their visual attention to the objects that are inside. If a child has no vision at all, we're going to use this to explore their other senses. And why that's so important is they use those senses to compensate for what they're lacking in their vision. And then these are all kind of texture tools and Braille, early Braille learning, early literacy tools, Braille books. Yeah.
It's amazing. Stacy, were you surprised at the lack of, I know the state offered a lot of good help, but were you surprised about the fact that there was none that was specifically for visual impairment?
Yes, shocked to say the least. My son Nathaniel had a lot of medical interventions early on. We quickly became accustomed to having a team at our disposal, you know, a team of experts helping us to best support him. So when I turned to early intervention and sought the same thing for raising a child with a vision impairment, I was really floored to see that that wasn't available. And for instance, School for the Blind's in our backyard, they don't serve birth to 3. So, you know, I had known that they were around, but I never knew the details of their service till I needed to seek them out. So you would think that in this day and age, we would figure out how to easily bring these services to kiddos. So that's why we're just glad we could do our part as two moms on a mission to so that other families don't
for your
struggle.
own family and for so many families. Over, what did you say, 130 families? 156.
But
Wow.
counting.
You guys
Beautiful.
are amazing.
Yes.
The two of you saw a need and jumped in to fill it, and so many people are thankful, I'm sure, that you did. And I do want to mention as we close out that you can go for more information to blindearlyservices.org. There are a couple big events that they have coming up in December, which are very helpful in in terms of getting donations because they need your help as well as all the nonprofits out here. So make sure to find out more information.